Hey guys, it's Rebecca and today I'm going to be doing my September wrap up and October TBR. I actually barely read anything in September, so I was really disappointed with myself because I only read 1.5 books, and that was mainly because I was starting back for school, so it felt like I had just like so much to do, and like I never had any time for reading, and it was just so annoying, and like I just like felt like I really wanted to read all the time, but because I felt like I really wanted to read all the time, I also felt under pressure to do that, and then I ended up like just in a vicious circle of not reading at all because I was under so much pressure to. I've now got mostly into my schedule and kind of feel like normal getting back to school now, so I feel like I'll probably have a better read month in October and read loads and make up for the time that I missed out on. But anyway, I'll just start talking about the books that I ended up actually reading in September. So the first book that I read was one that I gave 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and I was so happy with it, and that is Ruin and Rising by Leigh Bardugo, the last book in the Grisha trilogy. I was like so sad whenever this was over. I was like probably like crying and everything because I absolutely loved it, and I know like a lot of people think that Six of Crows is better, and I will like be getting into that, but like for now this is all that I know from Leigh Bardugo, and I think it's like amazing. Like I was actually blown away with it. But if you don't know, basically the Grisha trilogy is about this world where there is these people with power, Grisha power, and they have a range of different things that they can do, and they're usually set into different groups. So you have like the healers and the swallowers that can like do things with like the weather and things like that. And then you have the Darkling, who is this man who can control darkness. It just follows this world, and it's kind of like set in Russia in this fantasy universe with magic, and I just think that it's really good. Basically we follow Elena, who finds out eventually that she is actually been living with Grisha power her whole life without knowing it, even though she was tested as a child for having Grisha power and was denied. They said that no, she doesn't have anything, and she just kind of went on with being a map maker, and then all of a sudden one day she found out that she had one of these amazing powers that like nobody else had, and it turns out she was a sun summoner. So it's basically about that and her journey of like finding out like how she has power, how to use her power and everything like that, and then all of the other characters are like introduced, and it's amazing, and all the characters are so lovable, so it's really good. I really enjoyed it, and I highly recommend like reading it. The first one is Shadow and Bone, so if you see that and you haven't read it, then you should buy it and read it because it's really good. It's actually amazing. So the next book on my list is actually one that I have only got like 3/4 of the way through, and I have not finished it yet, even though like I'm dying to finish it and just get some time, like 3 hours, 4 hours or something like that, because like it takes me so long to read it because it's a classic, and like it's Charles Dickens, so like he's really hard to actually understand. Like you have to have your full concentration on it. I'm actually almost done, so it probably actually would only take me like 2 hours just to sit down and like actually get a chance to read it. I've just been doing like essays instead. But anyway, the book is Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. This is a book about this boy called Pip, and he lives in this family with like barely any money and all, and his parents have died whenever he was a child, so he's brought up by his sister and her husband, and the husband is just the nicest man ever, and he's so good to Pip. But one day Pip is brought to play in this house with the owner called Miss Havisham, and she is rich and has fortunes and this big massive beautiful house, and he becomes enchanted with the younger child who's also living there, and he starts to become ashamed of who he is and where he came from and where he lives. It's just basically about that and the way that he deals with that, and it's just really good, and I can't recommend it yet because I'm not fully finished, but I have like 100 pages or something left, and it's taken me like, this is the book that's taken me like most of the month to read, just because it looks small, but the writing in this is absolutely tiny, so it's actually bigger than this, and it's just taken me absolutely ages for some reason just trying to like get this read along with school, but so far it's really amazing and I'm really enjoying it, so I can't wait to just finally get it finished and I'm looking forward to it. So that's it for my wrap up anyway, and I know like it was kind of disappointing. I was really disappointed. I wanted to get like so much more than I actually read done, but I didn't, and that is like okay, because as long as I get like loads read in October. But because I had such a bad reading month in August and in September, I'm kind of thinking not to set like 5 books on my TBR for this month, so that's why I'm combining it in this video and just having 3 books on my TBR, just as kind of like a layout as what I'm hoping to read rather than what probably like I will read. Probably won't even read them. I just pretend that I'm going to read them or something, because I actually don't even. But one of them I definitely 100% is the next thing on my list that I'm 100% going to read, because I've been looking forward to getting it for ages and I ordered it, and that is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I ordered this book off Amazon, and I ordered it in very good condition because I like buying books like second hand. I don't really like buying them new because like it's just like might as well get them second hand for cheaper, but I couldn't find it anywhere for like cheaper than like £4 second hand, and there was like nowhere doing it second hand but Amazon, and they had one left in very good condition, and I wouldn't buy anything like less than that because I didn't want like a complete mess. But like the spine is like completely ruined, and like I don't even know, it's kind of like dirty. But anyway, I'm like really excited to read it anyway. That's like off the point, but like I really want to read it anyway because like it's just like supposed to be amazing. I'm pretty sure it's just about this group of boys. I don't know if it's like in like the central group there's girls. It's basically about these criminals, as far as I know, who are sent on this heist, and they end up becoming friends. Like they weren't friends from the start, but then they end up becoming friends and they go on this heist, and it's obviously set in the Grisha world, so I'm so excited for it. It's supposed to be better than the Grisha trilogy. It's supposed to be amazing, so I'm really excited to read it, and hopefully that the cracked dirty spine won't like annoy me too much, but like whatever, like it's fine, like as long as like somebody who like didn't want this, like I can read it now, so I'm excited. I can't wait to read it. The next book on my TBR is one that has been on my TBR since July, and that is To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han. I don't have that book with me, so sorry, but I really want to get to reading that. It's basically about this girl who writes letters to all the boys she's loved before, or all the boys she's liked in the past, and one day these letters get sent out to all the boys that they were addressed to, but they weren't supposed to be sent out. So it's just basically about that and like what happens next, and everybody loves that trilogy. Like it's just supposed to be like just really easy to read and fun, so I really want to get to that. I'm just like putting it on my TBR just to force myself to read it because I haven't yet. I'm looking forward to reading it and hopefully actually do meet myself this month. The next one on my TBR is one that I really want to get to reading as well, and it's another one that I keep putting on my TBR and never reading, and that is City of Ashes by Cassandra Clare. I also don't have this book with me, but I'm really excited to read it. I think that it's going to be good. Like I want to like carry on with the series, even though I didn't really like it that much. Like I'm sure it'll pick up and it'll be as good as everybody thinks that it is, so I'm really excited for it. Basically, the City of Bones or Shadowhunters series is about this girl called Clary who doesn't realise that there's anything special about her, and until one day she discovers the Shadowhunter world and discovers that there is magic and everything further than that in the world that she never knew existed, and that it was hidden from her whole life. So it's really good. Like the premise is really good, and it kind of goes with that like classic trope, but it's really good and it's really enjoyable. It's just not my favourite, I mean the first book, but I really still want to read the rest, and I love the Infernal Devices, so I definitely want to know like what I think about the rest of the book. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching. Please let me know if you've read any of the books that I mentioned. I would really like to know your opinion on them, if you liked them or if you didn't. And if you liked watching this video, please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it, and I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you in the next video.